They did to create the vacuum and to cut off the airflows. They just encased it in plastic, put new breathers on, guys.
All right, and he remains on the lead lap as the field comes down and takes the green flag, and Davey Allison is out front for the first time today. 112 laps are completed. We are on the green on lap 113, and Davey won the battle out of the pits.
Oh, baby.
Well, that was close.
Hut Strickland and Ted Musgrave almost got together down in turn one. Now, Kyle Petty has been able to lead all day. Can he pass Davey Allison?
Sterling Marlin third, and Ken Schrader is fourth.
Harry Gant in fifth place. Jimmy Spencer sixth.
We're riding with Sterling Marlin, third place. Race Fans Unlimited in-car camera.
I tell you, Sterling Marlin has had some good pit stops here today.
Yes. Tell you what, that crew, the Stavola brothers, their race team seems to have their act together.
There you saw Sterling shift
into overdrive, and he will go back to 1-1 when he gets there. He goes back in the corner.
We saw that graphic with Dale Jarrett was in 14th place. He did lose a lap in the pit, so that'll drop he is one lap behind. They fixed something on the engine, and he appears to be running better, but he did lose a lap.
On the far left is Jimmy Hensley in the 7 car. Right behind him is Morgan Shepherd in car number 21. That's the battle for 7th position. 7th and 8th right there.
Morgan has hung in there, and the Wood brothers couldn't go forward all day long. He had some handling problems early in the race, but the last couple of runs, he has stayed right there with top 10.
Shepherd, the winner in Atlanta earlier this year, where the 93 season will wrap up, determined the Winston Cup champion. Davey hangs on to the lead as he leads Kyle and the others down the straightaway.
You see Sterling Marlin lost some ground. Kenny Schrader passed Sterling Marlin going down the Long Pond straightaway. Sterling passed him back in the short chute.
Ooh, Spencer gets very loose on the inside of the Hut Strickland car. He gathers it back in, but he was just
I thought he was going to slide up into him there.
Yeah.
Ted Musgrave comes along, so does Rick Mast.
Spencer moved out to make a wide entry in the corner. Musgrave didn't stick his nose in something. He got a bloody nose.
Well, I'm going to close the chapter on Dale Jarrett again. They fixed the car. It looked like he had good horsepower, passed a bunch of cars on the start, but now he's slowed down again, so apparently that cylinder has gone away. Whatever they did has gone away from him.
This time it's single file. Now Lake Speed pulls out. Let's go to John Kernan, who has a report on Dale Jarrett.
Well, it doesn't really sound like he's running on 7 cylinders. It just sounds like the car's not getting enough gas, like it's not getting up and going. What they did then is they changed the carburetor on that last pit stop. That's why they lost a lap. It may have something to do with the camshaft, and which drives the fuel pump. He may not just be getting enough fuel in there to run the car. They thought they had it fixed when they first went back out, but the problem is back again.
And on the racetrack, Kyle Petty has reassumed command of this race, but Allison will come up to challenge him again, headed into turn 3. Oh, they go through there side by side.
Oh, man, that was so close. I mean, these cars are just inches apart when they go in the corner. Looks like Kyle gave David enough room on the inside, at least enough that he made contact.
But Bedine's Quaker State Ford is being pushed down pit road and apparently out of the race.
Jerry, what's the story on that car?
And Brett Bodine's on the car began to sputter, then pulled the car down pit road, Ned, pulled it behind the wall. Ernie Elliott, who's the engine builder, was checking. They thought they may have broken a timing chain. They tell me what they think the problem may be, so they are through for today. And a very disgusted Brett Bodine climbed down of the car, shook his head, and walked slowly toward the garage area.
Brett Bodine out of the race. Here's Ricky Rudd, Rick Wilson, and Dale Earnhardt, and this would be 10th, 11th, and 12th.
Rick Wilson, I'm telling you, the STP Pontiac, you're right, Ned. The last 3 or 4 races, this car has been pretty strong.
Had a good qualifying effort at Charlotte, ran good there as well. ran good last week at Dover. Had a couple of flat tires that put him a couple of laps down, but he ran very good all day.
And look at this, Jimmy Spencer on the inside of Harry Gant.
Ooh, heads the position, gets loose once again, but he just sticks his foot right back in the accelerator. Here comes Gant back on the inside. Spencer had just barely cleared the bumper of Sterling Marlin there on the rear. Here comes Gant.
I tell you what, old boy, pass me and I'll pass you right back. He does. Yeah, he's just going to get back as he come off these tunnel corners.
I don't think so.
Harry had a pretty good line coming off there this time.
That frustrating. The Jasper engine car hanging with this group pretty tough.
Yep. But he's a lap down.
He is a lap down, unfortunately.
It's 15. We were talking about Rick Wilson a moment ago. His best finish was at Sears Point a month ago. He was 8th. He has been in contention of several other races. There's Lake Speed on your right.
Purex Ford.
Inside of Strickland, they almost touch.
I wonder what the sponsor, and we see Lake Speed get this car a little bit sideways up in the corner. That's what the Ford people tell me, Ned, is it seems to be their problem. When the car drives up right behind them, he wants to get their car loose. That's the problem that the Ford teams are having right now. And we can see these guys how close they get in the corner. It's getting those guys in front loose. They say their cars are really fast, but they can run by themselves. But in traffic,
that's one thing that Junior Johnson has said is part of their problem this year. He said some of the Ford teams have figured it out pretty well, but he said they haven't been able to, but they keep gaining.
Ford has only won 3 of the 12 races that we've had so far this year.
But you got one in the hunt here today with Davey Allison.
There we see Harry Gant. He's right behind Sterling Marlin. Now, if he goes off down in the corner and stays right on the back bumper of Sterling, then he will upset the 8 car. And Gant will be able to accelerate off. But this time, he was not right up on the bumper, close enough to upset the 8 car, the Sterling Marlin car.
Sterling Marlin's best finisher at Pocono was 5th in 15 starts.
Petty just starting to move away from Davey Allison. And is Schrader gaining? Looks like he might be.
I believe he is. Yeah, the front 2 cars had opened up a pretty good lead, but now Schrader is cutting that down. He sees that bonus.
He was our pole sitter for the race, but only once has this race been won from the pole. That was Bill Elliott back in 1985. And as a matter of fact, looking at all races here at Pocono, only 3 times has a race been won from the pole. The best starting position in terms of winning is 3rd. Here is Spencer, Marlin, and Gant still battling it out there as we watch the Raceman's Unlimited camera.
You see Spencer back in Wickman. Sterling Marlin thought about going back on the inside, but Spencer moves down to try to block that move.
They didn't get his windshield very clean, did they?
No, they didn't.
And I think what you were talking about, that he got him a little bit loose, Benny, when Harry got up there that close to him and was able to drive by, and Spencer went by as well.
Petty, Allison, Schrader, Gant, Spencer. There's Earnhardt, Bill Elliott, all running in a line. Now Kyle begins to pull away from Davey.
I think we've kind of settled the decision as to who has the best car today.
I think we can determine right now that at the moment, at least for the first 121 laps, Kyle Petty has had the best car. Melo Pontiac has led 81 of the first 121 laps. The champion Spark Plug 500 here at Pocono will be back in just a moment.